Hi Dan. Right, I'll start this video again. Right. Um, First things first. Right Dan, how you doing? Right, I need to tell you about the strings. This bit here, it's longer than the other guitar that I made, and didn't take that into account when I made it. So short strings won't work. You have to buy more expensive strings, which will be these Ernie Ball ones, perhaps something like that. I'll send you the packet. They're decent quality, about £6 or £7, so that's important to know. Next thing, this to put the string on a bit crap here, and I broke it. And if you to tighten the string, you have to turn it clockwise and anti-clockwise to loosen the strings, which is the wrong way around. I put the next time you're loosening this guitar, put the strings on properly. I did it totally the wrong way around, so just bear that in mind. You'll see when you begin to tune it anyway. As you can see, there's some little some trees here. I was say shoe tree, guitar trees here, just to keep the strings down. Anything else you need to know about up here? Don't think so really. The strap, normally long straps like this, you'd have a bit of string which comes around here, which here's a string. But what I couldn't, I was going to put this, I was going to put it just there. I was going to put the button just there and hold the strap there, and it did work, except the guitar was very unbalanced. It's very heavy on this end, so it didn't work. So it's here. But yeah, I mean, you could tie, if you wanted to or needed to, you could make this longer by putting the string on and tying the string around here. Get big, a bit more length on it. But you leave the button on so the string butts against this here, the knob there. Otherwise it'll slide up and it won't work. Alright then. Okay, everything's removable from here, more or less, so take this off and that gives you access to your strings. Put your strings through there, and that's magnetised. You can clamp it down if you want to. And here is a pickup which is not in the right place really. I had to angle it to get it on because of the shape I made the guitar in. It was a bit restricted on the shape and size of everything. Because I had to angle it, it's not spread out across the strings very evenly. So in order to remedy that, the sound was a bit thin. So what I did was I put another a strip of magnet across the pickup. It's an acoustic pickup, which can be removed and changed or added to if you want. You might want to add another bit of magnet over there, so you see how that changes it. But putting that magnet on gives it a nice sound, which you can't tell at the moment because obviously it's not plugged in. There's a hole to plug it in down here. So here's your bridge, which is alright, it's about the right height. It couldn't be lower really because there won't be no tension there. Basically any parts on this guitar are interchangeable. The your connectors there, and that connects to here underneath, and there's your wire. It goes around to here, and there's your pickup. Which that pickup can be changed. Anything on this guitar can be changed. This could be changed if you wanted to. It could be made better or nicer, or you could file this down if you needed to. But most of these strings are quite embedded into here. I don't think they should be embedded too deeply necessarily. I think about halfway is about right, and the same up the top. But it seems to work okay, so you might not want to mess with it for the minute. So again, it seems to play fine. Seems to have a fair nice sound. Oh, the back I fucked up. Is that working still? Yeah. I fucked up the back a little bit. What it was, I fucked up the wire. And then I put a label on. Like I wanted to give it a name, but then it looked crap. I did it to hold the wire, but then it looked crap anyway. So I painted it and covered in. Right, I think you should change this. What you can do is hide the wire if you want to, because I broke the wire as well. Daniel was putting it on, I had to splice it together. But what you could like colour over this or do something with it. You can bury it somehow, take that off, and then I named it, as you can see. But the name label is crap. I put it on just so you know what its name is, and you can change that. Rip it off, change it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to include a little bit of paint and some wax. So any modifications you make, you'll be able to touch it up. So you could like maybe put some, don't know, PVA along here, a bit of paper mache or something like that. Or you could probably just like paint it or something. I don't really know. And then you can repaint the name somewhere if you like, down here, up top or something, wherever you like. Really, or you could just leave it. You don't have to do anything to it, Daniel. But to be honest, I mean, by the time we got to this stage, I felt like I'd done enough, and I think I just ran out of steam for doing any more, doing any more intricate detail. Plus, as well, the wire, I wasn't sure if the wire was going to work properly either, so I didn't want a chance, like, sealing it up and everything when it wouldn't even work. And then I thought, well, I don't, might just leave this on this strip here. It'll protect the wire. So I think the wire's going to be fine anyway. It's solidly in there. It's held down really well, so it won't give us any problems. But if you take this off, you'll see anyway, and you can probably solder it together instead. But as I say, you can easily change your pickup. But Daniel, got you a neat little amplifier. It works with a battery. There's a battery in there at the moment, but there you go. It's got a fuzz effect as well. The battery's not nearly dead. I did order some, but they sent the wrong ones from eBay, so hopefully I'll try and get another one before I send it. And it's PP3. Yeah, it's just cool. It'll plug into, well, the guitar plugs straight into that, and then you can get going straight away without any worry about what you have to plug it into. There's a power lead. There's a lead for you. It's from your guitar to your amp. These are the strings you probably want to buy, Eddie Balls. Not the same brand, not the same size necessarily. These are 10s, you might want 11s, 12s. Let's see what there is. I've included a selection of picks. These picks are rubbish. Especially this one called Pick. The reason I've included them is so you can have a soft one to try. Ooh, misses. This one's really floppy. That one's really floppy. I'll giving it to try. It'll probably break within a few minutes because they're rubbish. But the reason I'm giving them to you is so you can try them out. So all of these here are really just to try out. They're not really for keeping, so to speak. You might want to get some Tortex. I'll show you what you need to buy in a minute. Oh, there you go, the green one. The green one there, that's Tortex, Dunlop Tortex. You buy these in packets, so you can get a selection. And like these will give you a guide as to what sizes you need. So these look that the Tortex, you can get them in same sizes or selection sizes. Personally, I like a soft one, and this is 0.58 or something like that. So I might get a few of those because they wear out quite quickly. But I like playing with those because they're much faster action. You'll see when you use it anyway. I made a pick out of a penny there, an old penny. I might sharpen this for you before I send it off. Thinking it might need a bit of a shine up or whatever. But it works quite well. As long as you keep the edge, you can sandpaper it to keep the edge. What else we got? And there's a little thumb pick for you. This is a bit rubbish. I've got some more, but to be honest, thumb picks and finger picks, I don't get on with them very well. But I haven't actually got a full set to give you, and I keep losing them. So I think that's more or less what I'll be sending off. Let me quickly show you a few other things that you might want to think about. So here's a selection of picks which I've got, which actually quite a few of these Tortex ones. I think these orange ones are quite floppy. You can file them down. You can get a file and file them down, or a bit of sandpaper and reshape them. As you can see, I've reshaped this one. It's a bit fat now. I need to narrow it a bit more. Hang on, Dan. There's a pick missing. I'm sure I got you another little jazz pick somewhere. Let me have a quick look. I think there's another pick around here somewhere. Ah, here we go. That one there. Holding away. And they call that, I think it's like a jazz pick. Yeah, they're a bit tinier than the other ones. That's it. Yeah. Just give it a try. If you like that particular type of pick, you get on with it. Okay. I'll show you which one to buy. There's a better one than this. Can't remember the name of it, but it's over here. Let's have a look. This one here. No, yes, no. Okay, I don't know where it's gone. Yeah, probably lost it. Something like Jerry Santini or something. It's like some sort of Italian name. It's like a little black one. It's like it's like that, but it's flatter. These ones, I'm not sure what these ones are. I think they're Dunlop. They're thick, but they got yeah. I think it's a big something or other, and a little something or other. But they're a bit like the penny in a way. They're quite thick, but they're well shaped at the edge. They're nice and smooth. So they're different picks. Here's one I made myself out of brass, which looks surprisingly well, even though it's tiny. What else have we got? I can't say. Yeah, another one, Stupid Thin Picks. Here's another jazz pick which I've got, which is a little white one. I can't find the other one which I was using. Might be somewhere else. No, see where that's going down. Yeah, here's a selection of picks which I use. There's a few of them crap ones, a few generic, no brand ones, and there's these particular ones here. This one, these are made by, what name is it? These are Dabber picks, these are. I got 5 of these, bought them the other day. There's one blue one. Oh, here we go. Right, they've got a flexible end, very flexible end. Can we see that? Very flexible end, and this one's got metal bedded in. They're like in 2 parts. So they're quite unusual, quite expensive. I think they're about £8 for those, something like that. But out of all of them I've tried, the only one that I really thought was good was this one here. That's the blue one.